Man, I ain't backlashed that rod in a long time. But I just did. It doesn't like throwing short casts. There you go. I tried to throw a short cast on that, but didn't like it. That is not the deep hole I'm looking for right there. But we're in the ballpark. We are in the ballpark. We're not going to be here real long. We'll be here for a little bit, not long. Just kind of get the feel for things for tomorrow. Oh. No, just fan these rods out. Yeah. Fan them out and see if we can't get on something. I know there's a deep hole right there with a log pile. But... All right. What's going on? Let's see here. Miller time catfishing. Let's go all the way back to the top. All right, Team Snack Whisker Duster, and what's up, my brother? Great job hosting the show today. Chris Everett, how you doing? Dale Hayslip, good afternoon, buddy. Miller time catfishing. What's going on, my friend? NJ, my brother, man, praying for your dad. Praying for your dad. I'm hoping everything works out with him. I'm sure he's a strong man because it's evident in his son. You can usually tell what kind of a people are by how their kids turn out. And you're a pretty good dude. So, man, I got a lot of faith in your dad. Can't stay long. Got to get some cleaning around the house. I don't blame you. I'm just coming out for a short trip. I wanted to come and check out the river and see if me and Richard are going to be able to put the boat on it tomorrow. As of right now, it looks good. I think we're going to be able to get the boat on tomorrow. So we'll be doing the River Rats live on Fishing and Freedom's channel from the boat tomorrow. It's going to be great. Going to be great. Look, lady, what's going on, my brother? But, you know, I came all the way over here to look at the river. It's about a 30-minute drive for me. And I'm not going to drive all the river and spend 30 minutes driving over there and not throw out a rod. You know, it's not going to happen. We've got some fresh shad that I just caught. Thank you, Danny. I see him link. He may be watching for a bit. Fantastic, brother. Fantastic. Absolutely. Just, man, it warms my heart. Warms my heart, brother. We're just fishing a backwater hole right now. This is a tributary that comes off the Mississippi. This is what, like whenever I've been fishing on the river, the little creek that's been dumping in it, we are way upstream of that right now. So this has come way up, man. I mean, way up. The river has finally got some water in it. Catfishing Fresno, how you doing? Lance Makuga, what's going on, buddy? Mr. Rogers, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, I don't plan on spending a whole lot of time here, but since I drove all the way over here, I thought, you know what? Let's get a couple pieces of bait and throw out a few rods. We've only got a little bit of bait because I just grabbed enough just to throw out the rods a few times. And thought we'd see if we can't get something hooked up here. Just give it a shot real quick. You got Black Betty right there. I've got her laid down real low so we can try to get more of her in the frame. She's leaned over instead of sticking straight up. And of course, you got Lisa next in line right there. And then you got Medusa, the Muddy River rod, right there. And then last but not least, we got Madison, the other Mad Cat's rod right there. So we're running 4 of the girls today. We're not loading up on a whole lot of fishing rods on the line. Let's see. Did I see CFMs in here? Let me go back. Canadian fishing musician Rich, my brother. What's going on, man? Love you to death, my friend. Emily, much love, sis. How you doing? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. I don't have high expectations right now. I just, you know me. If I'm at the water, we're gonna throw out a hook and see if we can make something happen, or at least check it out. You know what I'm saying? the handicap I've got on this spot right here is that is a straight down drop off right there with that big tree right there behind me. Okay, all the roots are growing out of that bank into the water. If I hook up and they get in them roots, it's bye bye Sally. You ain't getting them. If they can make it to that root wad, you ain't getting that fish out of there. I guarantee it. Oh, Black Betty, right there, baby, right there. She's the furthest rod I got out. We were gonna fish the main river, but I thought, you know what? We're over here messing around in this creek channel. Let's go ahead and throw a few baits out and see if anything's moved up in here, just for the heck of it. Thought we'd come up in here and check it out. We've had the baits in the water for 7 minutes. Nothing's happened yet that I've noticed. Like I said, it's going to be a quick show. We're not going to be out here for a long time. Because I know I should have went ahead and set up on the main river, but we're going to get up really early tomorrow and get over here. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time over here and be out here late tonight. I just don't want to do it. But this river has come up and there's no way I'm not going to throw a line out. When it comes up and looks like that, you got to get bait in the water to see what's going on. I think right now there's probably a lot of carp, gar, buffalo, and stuff like that moved up in here. And I'm hoping some big catfish are following them. Right, yeah, I got. There you go. Yeah, the old girl Black Betty, the OG. We don't have high expectations, but we're going to throw it out there and just see. We've got a big giant bluegill head on Black Betty. The other 3 rods, I've got a shad that I just killed. He was flopping. I pulled him out. He was flopping on the bank. I cut him into head section, body section, and tail piece, and baited those 3 rods up with that shad. So Betty's got bluegill. The other 3 rods are loaded with shad. I don't want to jinx it, but I got a real good feeling about tomorrow. Real good feeling. Nope, hold on here. If we do hook a fish, if that's the key word, if we do hook a fish, I'm going to have to kick the camera around this way and go down that bank and get him, because I can't get him off that ledge over there. So I'll be kicking the camera around there so you guys can see it when we get up there on it. And getting Betty past those other 3 rods is going to be that's going to be another challenge right there. Because if she hooks up, I've got to work her 16-foot rod underneath all 3 of those lines to get her over there to where I can get the fish. At the same time, I've got to turn the camera, get it lined up so I can get the shot. It's going to be a circus, I promise you. And that's all if we can catch a fish. You got a fella over there on that. I don't know if you guys can see him over on that rock dam over there. He's carp fishing. He's strictly after, well, he's after buffalo. He's strictly after buffalo. He got a hankering for some buffalo meat and he's going after it. Throw some corn out there. Yeah, I would. I don't do a lot of carp fishing. I figure there's plenty enough folks in the catfish community that are covering the carp section of everything that they don't need my 2 cents thrown in it. I'll just let the happy little carp campers go right after it. They can have all the fun they want with it. Let's see, hankering for some buffaloes. Yes, he is. That's what he told me. He said he wants some buffalo ribs, so he's gonna try catching some buffalo fish. I can promise you there's a ton of them out there. And I mean a ton of them. If you had good pack bait on there with some corn, they will eat it. But I think he's trying to snag them. He may be snagging. This is not exactly the if I wanted to fish this spot and seriously um, put some effort into it, I would go a little bit further down. But I didn't really feel like carrying stuff down there because it's kind of overcast day. It's going to get dark pretty quick. And so I didn't want to get a bunch of gear carried downstream and I had to carry all that back. Let me do something here. There's a link if anybody wants to come up, hang out for a little bit. Like I said, I'm planning on this being a pretty short show, guys. Hour, maybe hour and a half, something like that. We'll see. Because I've got to get all this gear cleaned up and ready for tomorrow. Um, so we can get back on the Mississippi when the Mississippi looks like the Mississippi's supposed to look like. Right now, she looks good. Let's see if that's going to make a difference tomorrow. We'll see. Fingers crossed. We're hoping. Catfish Weekly. What's going on, buddy? Cotton picking law. Man, the Mississippi, she's up. This is one of the tributaries that was dried up. Hey, it was dried up like 5 or 6 days ago. Look at it now. It was completely dry. I mean, there was just maybe a foot of water going across it. You could jump across it and well, you step across it. Didn't even have to jump. But now she's full again. So now, hopefully, and anybody curious, this is a spot that I fished during the March Madness when I made it all the way to the Final Four in March Madness in this spot. Till I finally made the mistake of going against Creole, and that ended my career of March Madness. But I did make it to the Final Four. It was me, Freddie, Brian B, and Creole made it all the way to the end. But this is a spot that I fished during that. Did catch some nice blue cats out of here. If you remember, when I was going, the day I was going up against Lee Evans, I got a 25-pound blue right here. Hold up. Muddy River Rod's getting a little bit of action on it already. Keep an eye on that one right there. That one. Something to just pull the line tight and dropped a buttload of slack in it. There's the eagle flying right over us right now. Look at there. Oh, he saw me. Freaked him out. He was all crap. There's Daddy Stone. Yep, he saw me and swooped around and took off. So there's our first bite. This place does fill up with bowfin, griddle, dogfish, whatever you want to call them, cypress bass. They're all the same thing, just different name. Look in the short time. There, we say tomorrow. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, Dustin. Ashley Brady, what's up, girl? She said, hey, you knuckleheads, what's going on, girl? I'm out here by myself right now. We'll be on the water with Fishing and Freedom tomorrow. Guerrero Bagre, what's going on? Hi, off to take me a nap. Absolutely, girl. When I finish here, I'm going to go straight home, get cleaned up, and that's definitely on my bucket list is a big old nice nap. Man, I wonder if that fish just going to, what's he going to do? He's acting like it might be a bowfin. Oh, there goes Lisa's getting hit. Lisa's getting hit. How serious you gonna get with it, son? So these fish are hitting really light. They're steady pulling. I probably should have reeled down on that fish, but after last week, I kind of a little nervous about doing that. But chances are I should have reeled down on that fish because he was pulling down slow and steady like that, and he was pumping the rod. And I've got small baits, so I know. Oh, there goes Madison. She's getting bit. So there's 3 rods already that's gotten hit. Yep, Madison's getting a little bit more action going there. Come on, girl. Is that fish on there? Yes. Oh, he popped off. That's why we're not going to reel down on him, guys. We're going to go ahead and let him eat it. We're going to go ahead and let him eat. That answers that question right there. Do we want to, when they're slow pecking on it, reel down on them? I'm going to say, let's not do that. That bait was just put on there, so it's still pretty fresh. Let's go ahead and rehook it here. A little different. And let's get it back out there. So we've had 3 bites here just in the past, 5 minutes? And they're all on the, all these bites came on the shad. Nothing's hit the bluegill head on Betty yet. All right, there's bottom. So we're getting more activity on the shad. We will check those other 2 rods here shortly because they both got hit pretty good. And they may have pulled that shad off there. Chad Thomason, congratulations on, didn't you win like a $25 gift card a while ago? I think so. I think it was you. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was you. And Donald Long, how you doing? They're not very active on the bluegill head right now. Quiet man, Curtis, what's up, brother? How you doing? It is a overcast day. It's like it's not raining. There's like a mist in the air. Martin, what's going on, Martin? Man, I can't wait to see Martin. Guys, it's getting so close. CatCon is getting down to the wire. We're all going to be together shortly, soon. It's coming. I don't know if he's hooked up on a carp down there or not, or a buffalo. He's trying to snag one. There goes the Muddy River rod again. We reeled down on that last fish, and that did not work for us. We have downsized the hooks to, I think they're all 8/0 hooks on here, except for, which is it? The Muddy River rod. I think it has either a 9 or a 10/0 on it. Betty, Lisa, and Madison all have 8/0 hooks on them. That's the smallest hook that Black Betty's ever had on her. She does not go any lower than 8, and she don't like 8. 48 days and counting. That's right, Curtis. 48 more days, and we'll all be together in Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky. Gonna be there. And for all the people that put me in on it and got me nominated for, I got 2 nominations for the Whisker Awards. I've got Bank Angler of the Year and Live Stream of the Year. I know you guys are the ones that did that for me. Thank, thank you. Absolutely. Uh, man, it just my wife, she almost cried when she saw that. We were watching the Whisker Award nominations, and I really thought that we'd probably get a nomination for the blue cat, the for the piebald blue cat, and we didn't get that, and that's okay. I mean, because there was a lot of great fish caught, and that was a tough category to be into. But once that category went by, I looked at my wife and I said, "Well, that's it. Uh, I'm cool with it." I said, "I thought I might get nominated for that one, and when I didn't, I thought, well, let's we'll just cheer on everybody else, and we'll be here for everybody else that get nominated because I wanted to stay and watch the show. I didn't want to be like bitter and go, oh my God, I didn't get nominated. Well, screw all y'all and stuff." And I'm like, no, man, we ain't like that. We're gonna watch the show and support our friends and see who else got nominated. And I'll be doggone if they didn't come up with live stream of the year and they pop my name up. I spit Kool-Aid all over the end of the couch. I go, what? You gotta be kidding me. And my wife was screaming. And then they turned around and went bank angler of the year and throwed me up on that. And after that, she went from screaming to crying. She was just so proud and happy. Uh, just the nomination. If it doesn't go any further than that, uh, this is the way I wanted to start my year out. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's because you guys went in there and supported me. So thank you guys for that great time. Scott Swift, Scott, brother, um, my heart is breaking for you right now. It absolutely is. I heard something through the grapevine. I'm not going to say it on here because that's something that I just heard what's going on, brother. My heart's breaking right now. Scott, love you, man. Absolutely love you. You're a good man. Y'all give me a minute. Come on, fish. Scott, I'm gonna catch a giant blue cat this year, and I'm gonna dedicate it to you, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna catch one for Scott. I promise you, I will. If I don't, I'm gonna try really hard. I'm gonna do one for Scott. That's my goal this year. I'm gonna get a big fish for Scott. Got to do it. I've got to do it now. Got to get it done, Danny. You got a mission. You got to get it done. Dallas Liebert, how you doing? Outdoors in Indiana with Dave Scott. How are you doing, buddy? I'll catch one for you too, my friend. But my biggest fish this year is going to be for Scott. I promise you that right now. Let me see who missing people. I thought I saw Paul Boyd up in here. I miss him. There's Paul. What are you doing, you turkey? Okay. Hey, Froggy. What's going on? Good to see you. Man, every one of them rods got pecked on. I think they took our bait, y'all. I think they took our bait. Let's give it a couple more minutes. We're going to start uh, on that side. We're going to leave Betty sitting because ain't nothing touched that bluegill head yet. We're going to check Madison, Medusa, and Lisa. We're going to check their baits, freshen them up, and get them back out there. It's going to be a short live, guys. We're not going to be here for a long time, but we're going to try to get on something whilst we're here. I'm watching that fella down there trying to snag buffalo. I'm hoping he gets on one. He's wanting a fish to eat. He's down there working them, I'll tell you that. I don't think you guys can see him down there. Just above Betty. He should be about right in there somewhere. But he's down there working that water at that treble hook, trying real hard down there. I hope he gets on a fish. I know about that snagging, man. That's a lot of work. I throw my back out when I do it anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Lisa's getting hit again. Dang it, did it again. Danny, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But he had that rod bit down. I thought for sure it was on there that time. I thought for sure that fish was on there. I just got to leave it alone. Quit messing with it. That was a half of a shad. Now, if you look, he hauled that head out. It's empty. See that? He ate the eyeball out of it, and he took half the body and he hauled the head out. That, not a good sign. That could mean that we got a pack of eels down there. That's what's eating on our bait. Let me get another fresh head on here and get it back out there. I bet you we got a whole pack of eels down there tearing us up. Because that's the way they're hitting. They're acting like eels. I bet it's eels. Hunt picking eels. This is the smallest shad I got. I've got some way, way, way bigger ones, but that one there won't freeze well. So let's go ahead and put that whole shad on the hook. We're going to add him to that head, and we're going to beat this bait up a little bit, give him something a little bit more to chew on, and I'm going to hook him. I'm going to double hook him through the body is what I'm going to do. And leave that head up on there like that. See that? And hopefully I haven't filled up that gap too much. Man, them shad are powerful smellers, I'm telling you. You guys, I think we got a bunch of eels moved up here because the river flooded out and it's chased them all up into this tributary. So that may be what's after us. And I'm here to tell you, them eels got little tiny mouths and they're hard to catch. Oh, boy, got him a buffalo down there. He snagged him a buffalo. Yeah, those eels are hard to hook up on. They got little bitty mouths, but they got some razor sharp teeth. And they'll sit there and just tear that bait off of that hook. Yeah, he got him a buffalo down there. He's walking along the rocks with it. Looks like a pretty nice one. He's going to be happy. Good job, buddy. Good job. Okay, let me see here. Hey, girl. Joyce got man. Look, Lady Dustman. Don saying hi to everybody. Fish Guy Ranch. Welcome in. Welcome in. I think we've got a pack of eels eating on us, guys. I really do. We definitely need to check the bait on these other two rods. Because I got the bluegill head on Betty, that'll be a little bit harder for them to get that off there. And it's so downstream into a little bit deeper water too. So that may make a difference on that. Did you get you a buffalo? Well, all right. That's going to be some good eating. Yeah. That's right. We got travel to people who needs water and water and rivers. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we've had quite a bit of rain here. There's been some snow melt up north. The Ohio River is just dumping loads and loads of water on us. Uh, from what I saw today, we've been pretty fortunate about any. There's not a lot of trees floating down the river, like massive numbers of them. Hopefully, they're not. I'm afraid that I'm hoping they've already came through and passed. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that they're not on their way. I'm really hoping that most of the debris has floated by already because the river's been up for a little bit, few days. So maybe, just maybe, um, we'll catch a break on that. We'll see. How am I doing? I'm doing great, my brother. I'm doing absolutely great. Looking forward to getting out here and serious fishing for you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, nothing ruins it. We're absolutely shooting for a, a big day on the big water. The Mississippi River is back up where she's supposed to be. I'm just hoping that the fish have been they haven't been where we normally catch them at because the river was down so low, and I'm hoping that hasn't changed their you know what's that word I'm looking for? Uh-oh, Muddy River rod's getting hit. Their pattern. I hope it ain't changed their pattern permanently because I can't stand a permanent pattern change. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd have to learn how to fish all over again. So hopefully we can get back into some of the patterns that we normally fish tomorrow. Maybe get us some good fish and get something going for you guys. I'm really hoping we can. Oh, Tim Redball, I'm just doing what Danny Stone does. Hang out on the bank and sit here and wish for fish. Wishing for a fishing. That's what we do. Oh, there goes that's Madison. I don't like how they're hitting, guys. I think we're in a pack of eels. I really do. I do got two fish I caught a while ago. I was throwing a jig earlier, and dude, I caught two huge white bass. I mean, they're over 2 pounds. I got two of them, and I throw them on ice in the cooler, and I'm gonna take them home. And by George, I'm eating fish tonight. I'm gonna flay them white bass out, and I'm probably gonna blacken them. But yeah, once I saw them, I was trying to see if there was anything that, like maybe some skipjack or something moved up in here. And I was running them crappie jigs through there. I was using a 3-drop rig. And first cast I threw out there, and it didn't sink maybe 5 or 6 feet. And the rod tip bent down. I reeled it up, 2 pound white bass on there. Got him off and threw him in the bucket. I said, you know what? If I get another one, I'm going to take him home, and me and my wife are going to have fish tonight. And I cast it out there a second time, and it sunk about 5 or 6 feet. Rod tip bent over. I reeled it up. Another one, same size, about a 2 pound white bass. So we're going to fix them up for supper tonight. It's going to be a good meal. They're not as good as crappie or bluegill, but white bass are really good eating. I like them. I'm still thinking we got some kind of bait still left on there because they keep coming back and bumping the rod every now and then. But what they're doing is they're picking that off there, a little piece at a time. We'll be on the main Mississippi River tomorrow. I'll be on the boat with Fishing and Freedom, Richard Cluck. We'll be on Fishing and Freedom's channel. We're going to throw at least a couple of donkey baits, but we will still downsize our hooks a little bit. I'm not going smaller than an 8. I'm really not. And I'm probably going to up some of these rods back to a 9 or a 10. Dang, I guess he caught. Okay, he's back in his truck up there. He's planning on catching a bunch of buffalo. So that's a nice sized white bass, Danny, and tasty. They're good. They're in the cooler up there in the truck right now. But yeah, two of them is all I needed. So once I caught them, uh, I stopped throwing the crappie jig because I knew that probably not any skipjack in there. It was wishful thinking anyway. And after I got two of them, I put the jigging rod up and I threw the cast net and caught about one cast. I caught. Let me see what I have here. I've already cut up two of them. But I caught one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I caught nine shad about that big in one throw. So we got nine of these. We've already used two of them. The little bitty one, we got rid of him. But we got nine of those shad. And I forgot, uh, we got a bluegill, which we already got his head cut off on Betty. So we got plenty of bait for what we're doing right now. We got more than enough bait for what we're wanting to do right now. Like I said, we're not going to be out here long. That's more than enough bait. I was really hoping something would smash that bluegill head on Betty, though, to tell you the truth. So far, no hits on the bluegill head. They've all been working the shad. And if it's not eels out there, which I'm about 80% sure what's hitting us right now are eels. I caught a ton of them here last year between this time and spring. They moved up in here into this channel, and we freaking wore the eels out. They were just everywhere. But if it's not eels, that means them catfish are back up in here, the small channel cats, and they're doing that light bite crap. Just real light bite. But a lot of times, the only way you're going to hook them is drop down to a um, maybe a 5/0 hook. And at this point, I absolutely refuse to do that. I just don't want to drop down to a 5/0. I just don't want to do it. I actually got excited though there when we got them quick bites. Uh, I actually thought we might pull a fish out of here for you guys. I don't know. Oh, Betty just got hit with a bluegill head. That's the first tap we've seen on her. So I guess the eels have found the bluegill head. Come on, ladies, let's do some work. I don't think we're going to have Black Betty on the boat tomorrow. It's just too awkward and too hard to. What I'll do is I'll break her down into three sections. We'll lay her on the boat for good luck. She can go with us on the trip. But unless some special situation comes up that I feel like we need to do it, probably not going to be throwing Betty tomorrow. It's going to be Lisa, Madison. We're going to bring J Dog Rod along. We're going to bring J Dog. We're going to have Freddie Rod. Oh, Betty just got slammed. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Dude, that was a hit. And there's a bunch of slack in the line. Let's take that slack up, see what's going on. We're not going to reel down on it. That was the best hit so far, you guys. I just happened to look up just in time. Um, Actually, what caught my attention is I got the drag really loose on Betty, and I heard that spool spin, and I looked up, and she had slammed real hard. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Is the rod tip in there? She's right there. Now, where is she? There. But man, he took her downtown. That is the big bluegill head. Let's see if he comes back and picks it up. How big was the bluegill? I can show you what's left of the body. I cut the head off of it, but he's about that big. So there's the head that's on Black Betty right now. Man, these fish are extra slimy in the wintertime. What is up with that? That was a good hit. That had, oh man, that's got me pumped up. That was not an eel. No way that was a freaking eel. No way. That's got to be a good fish down there. But again, I downsized to an 8/0 hook on that rod. So we've got to be, oh, there goes Lisa. Lisa just got hit. She's the one we just put the whole little bitty shad on. We put a whole shad on it. It still had the head, part of the head on there. And we just added that little whole shad to the rod. So we're getting bit, you guys. It's just better. Can we hook up? Can we hook up? Winter fishing is a whole different ball game. It's really weird. You will not see these fish do this in the summertime. In the summer, they grab it and they're gone with it. There's a whole lot of grabbing it and dropping it, grabbing it and dropping it in the winter here. It's extremely irritating, extremely irritating. But when you keep seeing those rods moving, it keeps you interested, keeps you coming back. You know what I'm saying? Whew, I may have to go to the truck and get my other coat. How long have we been live? 42 minutes? Almost 43? We've got enough bites to pique our interest. We're going to stick around for a little bit. But like I said, guys, I got a big day tomorrow. So I don't want to sit out here and wear myself out. When I sit out here in the cold at night like this, it takes a lot for me to recover the next day. It takes a lot out of me. Because I can sit out here and fish late tonight and tomorrow, I'll just be weak. I won't have any energy. It's like I burned everything up trying to keep warm out here at night. And the next day I paid a price for it. King of wishful thinking. Sorry. That's the song. That's it. I am a wishful thinker, brother. I never give up hope. Every time I go fishing, in my mind, that's the day that's going to be the greatest day of all time. And if you'll always think like that, you'll never say, I'm not going fishing. It sucked the last 5 or 6 times I went, or in some cases, the last 20 or 30 times I went. And I'm not doing it anymore. I've had enough. Nope. Don't have that in me. Don't have that in me. I'm the guy that every time I go, I think today is going to be the day. Every morning that I get up and I'm going fishing, today's going to be the day. And when you're done at the end of the day and it didn't work out, you always say, tomorrow's going to be better. I just know it. Tomorrow's going to be the day. But when you love sitting out here doing this as much as I do, it doesn't matter. Let's see, Stone, keep on the up and up. Absolutely. Jeff Beal, when did you sneak in here when I wasn't looking? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you. And if any of you guys haven't subscribed to Jeff Beal yet, check him out. Jeff is an amazing fisherman. Absolutely amazing. Boy, this little tappity tapping will get on my nerves eventually, though. We'll get our feel of the tappity tapping real quick. Man, that one that slammed Betty a while ago, though, had me, man. That fish needs to come back. Man, I hope he didn't rip that bluegill head off that hook. I always think that when he hit it like that. I think, dadgummit, they got my bait. I do want to check. Every time I say I want to check the rods, they'll bite again. But you know what? We've got to get to the point where we're going to have to check it. Let's check the Muddy River rod. Let's check it. Yeah, the eels have picked that bait up pretty good. It's still good. That's our biggest hook we got out. That is a 9-aught. There's still bait on there. Let's get it back out there. We're going to go ahead and run with that bait. It's cold, cold, cold water. I'm not too worried about freshening it up. Get in there. Right in the pocket. Right in the pocket. That's where I like it. Right there. Put it in the pocket. Man, I'm going to trip over that rock for it. You might put a rock there. You know what? I think I'm going to move. See that rock? I'm going to move that. Because I can see right now, Danny Stone style, I'll take off running them rods. I'll hook my foot on that and I'll go over that ledge and I'll be in the water. So a little bit of preventive maintenance / safety. We're going to move that rock. Golly, that's a big old rock. I don't want nothing in between me and those rods when I go running for them. Hey, Dave Bozarth, how you doing, buddy? Man, I wish that fish would come back and get back after Betty again. Come on, buddy. You can do it. How'd I get mud all over my Uncle Lou shirt? I am wearing this Uncle Lou shirt tomorrow, which means my wife's going to have to do laundry again tonight. She's not going to be happy with that. When I was getting dressed to come out here, she goes, "Are you wearing Pontoon Jody? What's up, sis?" We're getting bites on these little big dink fish, and I think we got eels pecking on us. We're way back up. We're probably I'm gonna say it's probably about a half a mile off of the Mississippi River up in this creek channel. Back upstream from it. We'll be on the main river tomorrow. But what was I saying? Oh, when I was getting dressed to come out here, my wife said, "You're gonna wear that blue Uncle Lou shirt?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Didn't you tell me that's a shirt you wanted to wear tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You're not wearing that shirt 2 days in a row with filth on it. You're gonna." She goes, "You're gonna make me have to wash that shirt again. Just go ahead and change shirts." And I said, "No." I gotta wear the Lucky Uncle Lou blue, baby. I gotta do it. Lucky Uncle Blue blue. It's what I was wearing when I caught my PB catfish of 2022, and I just had a feeling about it since. Oh, we just threw that rod out. We checked the bait on it, the Muddy River rod, and they're back pecking on it again. And I'm hoping we can pull a nice little blue cat. They move up in here when it does this, and I'm hoping that we can pull a blue cat out of here. My expectations aren't very high on it. Let's see. Jeff, you can do mine. Hold on, what's saying here? Do your what? Never wash your shirt for the game day. Well, I'll remember that, Rich. I'm gonna hide this shirt in the truck. She's gonna be mad as hell because my wife is nitpicky about that. Let me tell you about my wife. My wife is a clean freak. Could you imagine dealing with me and being a clean freak? And there's nothing that upsets her more than for me to um if I go wear dirty clothes out in public. Oh, she gets mad, boy. She goes, "You know what? That's a reflection on me. People think that I'm not taking care of you when you go out there wearing dirty clothes. And I said, no, I'm Danny Stone. She will not let me wear a shirt 2 days in a row without washing it. It makes her mad, boy. She thinks people judge her by how I look. I like, well, you're in trouble. It's not going to be a good day for you, sister. Oh, come on, fish. We would love to show these people at least one fish before we cut out of here. But you know what? I look at it like this. Anything we don't catch today doubles our chances of catching one tomorrow. Because I didn't sore lip them. Don't be surprised if we don't wind up slipping up into this creek channel with the boat tomorrow, too, though. We'll see. We'll try the main river. We got some deep holes we're going to check out. Now, back when the river was in drought stage and it was low, 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 we did find some new holes. So even in drought, those holes were 73 foot deep. One of them was 73, one of them was almost 80. Now, this river has come up 19 feet. So you do the math. You do the math. What's those holes are going to look like now? And if we get back up in there and get on those tomorrow, Richard's going to try to spotlight for us. You can't drag the Mississippi, or I don't believe you can. It's just too hard to drag it. Nope. There's a little tippy tap. Tells me we still got bait on the hook. We'll just see what happens. With these fish biting like this, I don't expect that we're going to get on anything really fantastic. But I have high expectations for tomorrow. High expectations for tomorrow. Like I said, you see how far it is across that water right now. Just like 5 or 6 days ago, fishing fever with $5. Thank you, brother. Fish or no fish, great entertainment. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. I do like to try to catch fish for you guys, though. I absolutely love to. But 5 or 6 days ago, you could walk down this bank and step across the water. You can step across it. So in the past 6 days, all this has come back. So you can imagine what the Mississippi looks like right now. Let's see. Cali King 916. Welcome in. How you doing? You guys, we're getting little bitty bites. We've had one big bite on Betty. I'm just praying and hoping that we can catch at least one fish for you guys. But the main thing is, though, you guys check out on Two Stands channel tomorrow. They're going to do stand day, as always, like they do every Sunday. I'm going to probably be too busy. I'm going to try to get up here early and I want to get some fresh bait before we get started. So I'm going to leave out before Richard does with the boat. And I'm going to try to snatch us up some fresh bait with the net. And then we'll get the boat all set up and get situated. And stand day ends at 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. So we're going to be watching Stand. You know, we may try to pop up on Stand if we can get situated in time. We'll see. No promises there. I would love to. I love Stand to death. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, I didn't know you was here. But Stand day tomorrow, you guys. It's 9 o'clock Eastern till 12 o'clock Eastern, and it's going to end at 11 o'clock our time. So we'll be going live at 11:30. We're going to be following Stand 30 minutes after Stand day tomorrow. Whatever time Stand day is where you live, we're going to be live 30 minutes after Stand on Fishing and Freedom's channel. We're going back out on the Mississippi River like we're supposed to. unless something happens tonight and a bunch of logs and stuff move in. I'm hoping it don't. It looks really good right now, you guys. The Mississippi right now is beautiful. It's beautiful. It hasn't looked this good in almost all year. So hopefully we're getting our river back. And it's been up like that for 5 or 6 days, like I said. So maybe the fish have had time to get back into some normal patterns where we can get back to doing what we know how to do. 2022, other than me catching I caught the PB 70 pounder when the river was up, and then when it dropped out, the bottom fell out of it. It just went to crap. We didn't do hardly any good. I mean, we were struggling catching smaller fish uh, for the probably a third of the year. We lost a big part of our fishing season in 2022 due to the conditions of the river. I'm hoping that 2023 is going to be a redemption year. Did he snag another buffalo? Hold on, he's jerking the rod. Nah, he ain't hooked up yet. I'm hoping 2023 will be a redemption year for us. Richard's going to be putting a whole lot more effort into being on the boat. I'll be on the boat with him some, but Dave Stone, I'm a bank angler. That's my claim to fame. I love the bank. I absolutely love the bank. But I'll be on anytime Richard says he's got room and he wants me on the boat. You can bet I'm going to be on the boat with him every chance I get. But don't think Daddy Stone's going to be. He's transitioning into a boat, guys. It's I like to be the fisherman that represents the people that fish like you fished when you first started fishing. Okay, that's my kind of stuff right there. I like to do the kind of fishing that everybody can say, "Hey, let's just throw a couple rods in the truck and run down to the river." I know we can do it because that idiot on YouTube does it all the time. That's me. I'm that guy. Just want to keep you going, keep you fishing, no matter what. Let's see, 10-3. I found numbers on submerged timber today and a couple big takedowns with no hookups. Oh, look at there. Look at there. I wasn't looking, and Lisa's over there bouncing like an idiot. Look at her go. Come on now. There goes the Muddy River. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I hate it when I do that. What are you doing? Yeah, you got to slack all the way back to the bank. What are you doing? Come on, Madison. Yeah, I was talking to y'all. I looked up just in time to see Lisa. Man, she was bouncing. The fish just keep pounding on that bait and not finding that hook. They're short biting so bad that it's ridiculous. All them short bites are just driving me crazy. I hate short bites. Wintertime is hard to get those big giant takedowns that you're wanting. They do happen. Don't get me wrong. I'm hoping we'll get to see some tomorrow. Please. I don't care if we get a big, big takedown today. I would love it if we did. But tomorrow, I want big takedowns. And my number one goal this year, Richard Cluck's PB is, I think it's 32. It's either 31 or 32. I think it's 32. 2023, we are going to double, at least double Richard Cluck's PB. That's the goal. It's going to happen. Write it down. Remember, 2023, we're at least going to double that. We're going to get him up in the mid to upper 40s. And it's going to be coming real soon. I guarantee it, it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen. You know what? That has crossed my mind, Big Slim. I almost bet you if I had one of those Missy Stinger hooks on there. That sounds like a great idea. I may be having to get a hold of Missy. Missy may be the answer to all my problems. Just don't know. Maybe. Add it to your list, Martin. There you go. 44 beautiful, wonderful people in here, you guys. There's going to be so many more people that I'm going to actually know this year at CatCon. Last year I went to CatCon. Out of all the people that were there, I was pretty much new to the YouTube scene then. And I met, I mean, a lot of people ran up to me and stuff and said hi and stuff. I didn't figure out who they were till later on. I mean, I kind of knew, but didn't really, really know. But now I know so many people that this year is going to be freaking crazy. It's going to be crazy. Because, I'm a really shy person. Y'all know that. Um, and it's hard for me to open up around people. So, not knowing as many people last year, I was bashful. I kind of hid in the corner and didn't talk to nobody. This year, we're going to get stupid. There goes, come on, Muddy River. When do you guys catch a fish? Come on now. Come on. Come on, Medusa. Man, there went a big old bowfin right there. He just surfaced. That fish is dropping slack and pulling out, dropping slack, back and forth. Man, I want to reel down on that fish so bad. I really want to. He's running out with it. That one's acting like a channel cat. Come on. What you gonna do? I'm really wanting to reel down on that. I'm really wanting to reel down on that. It's almost like you got to pee. You're like, oh, come on. Come on. Let's go. You can do it. What is your dealio? I don't know. He dropped a big bowl of slack in it now. Let's take that slack out. Put a little bit of pressure on him. See what happens. Are you still there? I'll tell you what I'm wanting to do too. I'm gonna take that bluegill head off a big black betty, and I'm gonna chop one of those big shad right half in two, and throw that on there. That fish there is getting on my nerves. He's aggravating me. He's playing a game that he don't want to play. All right, let's change the bait out on Betty real quick. See, now here's that bluegill head I was talking about, and I'm going to show you something. See that big bluegill head? It's on an 8/0 hook. Look at this. They have just cleaned. They go up inside there and clean the guts and stuff out of it. They just pick it all out of there. That head is ice cold. I'm gonna throw it back in the bucket because I recycle bait. Let's go with the. We're gonna throw a half a shad on there. We're not gonna take one of the bigger ones. We're gonna go. Let's go with that one right there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's make a flapper rig out of this shad. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that tail off. Let's see if I can do it here in my hand. And I'm gonna slice down and kind of halfway fillet this fish, or at least score him up really bad. Open that up and get some blood flowing. We're gonna put this whole fish on there. I didn't do a very good job on that. Let's do this side. Oh, guys, hey, um, hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. The Muddy River rod is all the way back to the bank. Try to slack up a little bit. Let's hurry up and finish that flapper rig. What did I do with that shad? I mean, I threw that cotton picking shad down somewhere, and I don't know where I threw it to. What the crap did I do with it? Did I throw it back in the bucket? Oh, I threw it back in the bucket. This is not a very good flapper rig. I didn't cut that right. I'm going to chop him a little bit more. See if I can fillet down through there. I don't have my bait knife with me. There we go. See, we open that side up like that. Open that all up. Let's put that on there. I got a feeling when I'm not looking, that rod's doing something. We're going to put that whole shad on there just like that. Got him all opened up. Like that. And God, that smells wonderful. Let's get that one out there. That ought to put a lot of scent in the water. We're going to loosen Betty's drag up quite a bit. I don't want nothing pulling her in from up here because I'd have a tough time getting her back. Yeah, while I was doing all that, I just happened to look up, and that Muddy River rod, which is jerking right now, the line was jerking. He's doing it again. He's dropping slack all the way back to the bank. When he does that again, I'm just going to lift up on this rod. This is acting like a bowfin. We might have a bowfin chewing on us. Wait and see if he comes back. He dropped the line all the way to the bank twice now. Means he's running in toward me. It's either a bowfin or a channel cat, probably. More likely than not. He got him another buffalo down there. And don't forget, we just threw the big flapper bait out on Bugman. What's up? Buggy, buggy, buggy. Big bad buggy. We'll be seeing Bugman at CatCon. You guys can't miss him. He's got this jacket that says Bugman on it. It looks like a professional race car driver or something, the way he's got the colors on it and everything. I don't know what that fish did there. There was a ton of bait on that rod, though. Oh, he's just slow pecking. Don Johnson, what's up, buddy? Is Froggy leaving me? Well, we'll see her again soon. Thanks for coming in, Froggy. Let me scroll back, see if I missed anybody. Thought I was the only one who did that stuff. No, you're not the only one. I don't even know what you're talking about, but you're not the only one that did it. Trust me. You'll look down tomorrow, Danny. Catch. All right. Still got 48 people in here. I'll drop a link again. Well, crap. Let me go back out and redo it. There we go. What's our battery on? 58%. Temperature's dropping really fast. It's probably going to start eating on this battery pretty quick, too. That fish might have got my bait off of that Muddy River rod. We're going to check baits here again in a minute. There's been too many times I've had those little bitty tap, tap, tap bites, and I sit there for a long time and reel up, and that hook just be bears, mother hubbards covered. Oh, I think I got cotton pickers on there. Oh, he come off. He popped the hook. He was on there for a second. That big old 9/0 hook. I had him for a second and he popped off again. Let's go with a we had him hooked up, y'all. I'm gonna put one of those whole smaller shad on there. That's a little shad, and we're just gonna thread him on like that. We had that fish. He was, oh man, I'm not sure what happened. I think I'm throwing that out there way too far for one thing. Let's bring that back and get it in the main channel. There we go. Let's try that. We didn't catch him, but we got a piece of him. We got a piece of that one. I couldn't take it no more. He was dropping slack, and when he ran out with the line, he dropped the slack all the way to the bank. And when he was going out, as he was going out, I reeled down on him and caught up with him. And the rod tip bent down and pulled real hard. And I stood up, and he was still on there. And when I started reeling, all of a sudden it just went slack. He just gave it back to me. He said, "No, thank you very much." He said, "I don't like these little fish with them sharp, pointy things in them. You can have it back." He just gave it back to me. He said, "Here, take it. Don't want it." I guess he snagged enough buffalo. He's quitting now, but he got him a mess of them. How many did you wind up with? How many did you get? Nice. There you go. Yeah, it's gonna get dark quick here, y'all. It's been an overcast day all day. If I was on the main river, I would set up the lights and stay longer. Don't much think I'm gonna do it today. Just don't feel like it's gonna be very productive. Because right now I'm just feeding them. Feeding them fishes. I want to check the bait on that rod. It ain't done nothing in a while. Well, got bait. We're gonna go ahead and change that out. I almost hit myself in the head with that shad. That is a small shad, but I still think I'm gonna cut him in half. To be honest with you, he's small. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave him on there. I'm gonna cut his tail off at least. I'm afraid if I leave that whole shad on there like that, they'll just grab the shad and pull it off the hook. Let's try this. I'm gonna cut him in half, and I'm gonna put both sections of his body on there just like that. Let's give that a try. I know there's a big log pile right out there. If I can get right below it without, if I can get below that log pile without getting in it, it'd probably be better for us. It's right around in there somewhere. There's the bottom. Let's try that spot right there. I think I'm right below that log jam. There's an underwater log pile there. And we just threw right on top of it and let it sink down right behind it. So it should be laid in right behind that log pile. We know it's there because we were here for the, hey, there's one of my XXX adult dating chat sites. What's going on? Who put a $20 bill on there? Let me go back here. Somebody get that cotton picking porn site. Good Lord, they're all over me. Catfish Regulator 21 just because you. Thank you, brother. Aaron and Lisa. We're going to try to get Lisa right there. We're going to try to get her on something great tomorrow. We're going to go out on the boat. She's going to be the #1 rod tomorrow because Betty's going to be sitting on the bench tomorrow. We're going to take her with us. But we're going to bench Betty, and we're going to let Lisa be the star of the show tomorrow. Hopefully, she doesn't let us down. I don't think she will because she's been doing great. The last big fish I caught came off Lisa. We got a nice 18-pound blue off of her a couple weeks ago. She went through this stage where she wants to be a channel cat rod, and I'm trying to beat that out of her. I don't want nothing wrong with channel cat, but I've got other rods that can be channel cat rods. Lisa's going to have to accept the fact she's not a channel cat rod. She's a big blue and a flathead rod. She keeps wanting to jump over and snatch them little channel cats up, though. And I'm like, what are you doing that for? But the thing is, she's catching them when nobody else is catching anything. The rest of the rods ain't doing nothing. And Lisa's going, you know what? I'm going to snatch a channel cat. You guys ain't doing nothing. I'll just go ahead and grab one of them. We'll start to get cold. We'll have to make some decisions here pretty soon. Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I appreciate you for that 20. Thank you very much. Man, if I tore my zipper up, I can't even zip my jacket up. Good gravy. Come on now. There we go. That'll help keep that wind off my big fat belly anyway. It's kind of chilly. If my belly gets cold, man, that's a whole lot of cold. That'd be like, dude, 80% of a normal person. It's a whole lot of area you got to warm up. Rolled right where you cast Betty. Really? Right down there? Yeah, I know. I'm not paying near as much attention to this crap as I need to. Not even. Oh, yeah, you guys, they're jumping. I really wish I should have brought my butt over here last night on Jody's show. Is what I should have done. And I can tell you this: next Friday, if that girl's gonna fix start having a packed house, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna happen. Friday nights on Pontoon Jody. Okay, she's fixed start packing the house. And next Friday, if I can, this is my plan. I want to try to get here next Friday night and fish on Jody's show. That's my plan right now. We'll see what happens. I'll break out the generator, the lights, and we'll go out here and we'll just get stupid all night long. Supercross qualifying is starting. Be back in an hour. If I'm still here, buddy. Avid, what's going on? Good to see you, Avid. When that one rod was pulling down a while ago, I thought, there it is. We're going to catch a fish for them to see tonight. I don't know if we're going to. You guys, I'm going to put everything I've got into it tomorrow, though. Every trick we know, we're pulling out of the book tomorrow. Like I said, I'm gonna get up extra early. I'm gonna be throwing the cast net probably before the sun comes up and get some fresh bait. Of course, we've already got zombie carp. We've got some frozen gizzard shad. Oh, Betty's getting hit on that flapper rig. That flapper rig, that one we made. She just got bumped on that flapper rig. Hopefully, get something going on. How many did you say you wound up getting? 8. I thought you said 3. I was like, oh my God. You did pretty good. Yeah, it's a walk. Yeah. I saw you hooking up over there a few times. Yep. Were they all buffalo carp? What'd you get? Asian carp. Oh, you got the Asian carp. I thought you was getting the buffalo. And buffalo. Oh, you got buffalo too? Yeah. We're still getting the little nibbles. We'll see if anything turns into anything. Like I said, we're going to try to catch at least one fish for you guys tonight. Maurice Cason, how's it going? Um, if we don't get nothing tonight, you guys don't give up on me. You meet me on Fishing and Freedom's channel tomorrow at 11:30. Oh, look at there. Look at that Muddy River rod. See why you do that? Did y'all see how it was jerking? I don't know if y'all can see it or not. That dude dropped slack all the way to the bank. But the line ain't moving. Um, you guys meet me on Fishing and Freedom's channel tomorrow at 11:30 Central. It'll be 12:30 Eastern. Man, this is going to be that fish there. He pulls down really hard and drops slack all the way to the bank. Then he'll take the slack out, pull down real hard, and drop slack to the bank. But every time I reel down on him when the slack's in it, he ain't freaking there. I almost feel like it's a cotton picking bowfin. There he goes running out with it again. Not this time, son. We're going to find out what this is. What are you? All right, y'all. We're going to have to go down here and get him. Okay. Fat guy climbing the hill. Fat guy climbing the hill. Well, so it's stupid channel cat. Oh, look at there. That's that Triple City hook. That's the biggest hook I got out too. And that's the one that got it. You want to slap me in the face, don't you? I know you want to. Hey, man. He's talking. All right, truck's right behind me. I'm gonna put him in the net. I'm gonna run a truck, grab the scales. You know my rule. Never carry your scales with you as long as you can get to them real quick, because it's bad luck. Let me grab the scales. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, it's bad. Hey, there's been carp on though. All right. I hope that didn't take too long, you guys. I ran a little bit. I wasn't going to run a lot. Okay. We did wind up catching one for y'all, didn't we? Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. But did y'all see how I wound up getting him? He was pulling down and doing that tap, 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 tap crap. I just picked the rod straight up. I didn't set the hook, but I lifted up on it. Just lifted straight up and put a gentle pull on it. And that worked when I've been reeling down on them. That's not been working. I picked the rod up and just lift up real quick, and that's getting them. Let's see what this one weighs. That one is going to pop in at 3.19. 3.19. That was great eating fish right there. Watch this. I'm going to throw this fish back. This guy's going to get mad. So, there's a little channel cat for you. We'll go have something a little better tomorrow, I promise. And that was the hook that we just baited up, that we took the shad, cut the head in half. We split the body in half. And we put the head on there, and we took the other half of that body section, and we put it on there too. We doubled up on the cut bait on that 9/0 triple city hook right there. And man, that hook right there, all I had to do was just grab the rod and lift it straight up out of the rod holder, and it finally hooked up on it. This shad here is a little bit bigger, so we're going to just cut him in half and just use the head piece off of it. I always throw the little tails, I throw them in the water. That's an offering to the river to bless me with fish. Always make an offering. But let's throw this head piece on here. But we've happened to Lord, son, you tangled me up. Let me get this untangled here. Here we go. Which way does that need to go? It needs to go that way. Come off there. Even with that big giant 9/0 hook there, Triple City Anglers, you guys, go to triplecity.com. Use DSO10 and get in on some of these hooks. The hook is bigger than the bait. Look at that. You see that? Okay. But I'm having to make these. I'm cutting the size of this bait way down. I'm downsizing. That's what I'm looking for, downsizing. Because if I put a bigger bait on there, they're getting a hold of the bait and they're never actually grabbing the hook. They're just short biting the bait. So I'm going small bait on a bigger hook on that. Let's get that one right back out there where we just had it. And that was on Medusa, the Muddy River rod. And I just got this reel from, it's a Shakespeare. That was gifted to me from Fishing and Freedom. Richard Cluck gave me that reel. And I love this giant handle on that thing. But if you notice also a while ago, we've been throwing all the way across. This time we reeled in quite a bit and got it right in the center. Oh, I'm getting hit already. I was reeling in and he was grabbing it. The fish was hitting that rod when I was pulling it in real slow. I was reeling in and he was grabbing it and jerking it. Let's go ahead and set it up here for him. Let him find that. When that rod hit bottom, I turned a couple turns, and while it was in my hand, the rod tip jerked really hard like that 3 times. Betty's getting a little bit of action going here. I missed him. Now I want to check that bait. Betty was bent over and I reeled down on her. Let's give her 5 minutes. We'll give her 5 minutes of sitting there. If he don't come back and pick that up, Betty was going down. She was bending over. I don't know how good you guys can see it at this angle, but she was actually bending over and going down. He's steady pulling, and I reeled down on her. And we've already established that for some reason or other, that's not working here. So the question is, why did I do it? I'm a freaking idiot. I should have just picked her up out of the rod holder and lifted up slow like I did on that last fish. That's how you're hooking up here on them. Reeling down on them for some reason, it's kind of jerky and you're not getting that solid, steady pull on them. I'm guessing here, people. Lee Evans, my brother, what's going on? Catfish, or is that Danny? I just caught one just a minute ago, buddy. I promised him I'd try to get at least one catfish on this short little stream that I'm doing right now. And thank God and the stars above and everything that's all mixed with it that was able to get that cotton picking catfish on there. Yep. My wife says it all the time. I smell like cut bait and catfish. I can come in and take a shower and go walking in the living room and start sitting on the couch. She goes, "Nope, hold up, mister. Come here." And she'll start sniffing around on me, all weird and stuff. And she says, "You must have missed some spots. Go back in there and do that again." You're not sitting on my couch smelling like cut bait and catfish. What she don't know is hard to get that crap off your hands sometimes. She wants to come here and start pouring bleach in there on me. I'm like, why are you bleaching me like that? Just bleaching me. I think that's why my hair's turning gray. All this cotton picking bleach she's pouring on me all the time. You connected on any of them over there yet, man? Really? Right there? All right, man, I got to start watching. When you catch another one, I'll turn the camera over there and let them see you hitting them. Yeah. Now you get hooked up on a good one, man, I'll turn the camera toward you. See, now I want to check Betty and make sure that when I reel down on her, I didn't pull because remember we had the big flapper rig on there, and if that fish had a hold that bait and didn't have a hold that hook, when I reeled down on it, all I did was pop that hook out of that bait and he swam off with it. So we definitely want to check that, especially because we're running out of time, and we don't want to be sitting here for any period of time with no bait on the hooks. It's not good when you do that. Not good at all. So I got a hankering to go check Betty. I want to check her and make sure she still got bait. We're going to go ahead and do that. Y'all remember what that flapper rig looked like a while ago? It was a whole fish, and he's tore one of the flaps off of it. That poor fish looks like he's had better days. I think we're going to throw him back out there because look how he's got a little bit of something left on him, don't he? I'm going to throw him back out. Man, I cut a tree limb off when I threw that line out there. Now, we threw Betty in a little bit different spot that time. There's a main channel out there that's deeper than the rest of it, drops down. It's only about a 4-foot drop, and it's probably about 12 foot wide. But it slopes up on this side gently. And what I did this time is I threw down there halfway between the deepest part of the channel and the top of that slope, and I'm on that ledge. And that's where we threw her that time. We dropped her off into that ledge right there. Let's see if that makes him. Terry Stanfield, have you tried just putting a small fillet on? No, I haven't. Probably should. We may pull Lisa in here a minute, just fillet out a small fillet. I've got one really big shad left in there. Well, big compared to the ones I caught today. I got the biggest one. It's still in there. We may. Let's just go ahead and try to fillet that off there and get that out there. And since the last rod that the one that's been out there the longest now, because we just reeled Betty in and threw her back out. Lisa's been out there the longest now without being pulled in. So what we'll do, if you guys want to put a fillet, do I use bluegills? Yeah, I got a bluegill. You think on, well, I done cut the head off that bluegill, Avid, but I wonder if we just went ahead and scaled this out and then took that fillet off her and throw that fillet out, how they'd handle that. I kind of hate to go back to the bluegill though, because so far our best bites has been coming on shad. They seem to be picking the shad up better than the bluegill. Now, I think folks has been doing a lot of night fishing down here because there's starting to be more and more cars show up on the parking lot. There wasn't nobody here when I got here. and there's more and more cars showing up. I left my uh, bait knife up in the truck. Let me just cut a fillet off of this bluegill real quick. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on my knee since my pants is already dirty. But I want to scale that. I want to scale that fillet just for the heck of it. Let's knock the scales off of it. Okay. And I'm gonna lay this fish on my knee and I'm gonna fillet him out. I'll show you the finished product here shortly. You ever fillet a fish on your leg? It's not gonna be a big fillet. Danny, you gonna cut your dead gum? Almost cut into my leg. There's a small fillet right there. And I took the scales off of it. And there's the rest of that fish. Still got a fillet on the other side. So let's take this small fillet, scaled up. Boy, it's fresh fish. And let's throw it on Lisa. Danny might end up filleting his leg. Nah, I've done that for it. Crap hurts. Hold on here. We had our rods out of conjunction. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? No, that's the rod we had we doubled up on the we doubled up on the bait on Lisa a while ago. I thought that was on that Mad Catch rod. Or come on, Danny. Muddy River. All right, so we got our fillet on Lisa. Oh, Betty just got popped. Betty just got popped pretty hard. Let's see if he comes back and finishes it off. I got a whole lot of people starting to show up on the parking lot. There's 3 cars just pulled up in the last couple of minutes. So I'm thinking there's probably a lot of folks been doing some night fishing down here. But I thought we took that a while ago. I thought we put that shad head and the shad body when we double hooked. We put 2 pieces of bait on 1 hook. I thought we put that on the Muddy River rod, but I just reeled Lisa in, and that's what we had on her. So now I don't remember what we had on the Muddy River rod. I know it was shad, but I can't remember what cut of bait it was. You know, was it a body section? Was it a head? What was it? I don't know. I just don't know. There's fellers down there fishing. They're dropping right into the spillway dam. And I know for a fact there's monster catfish there. I don't like fishing there because there's no place to put your rods. There's no way to anchor them because it's a concrete poured bank. And I have lost 4 rods in that spot. And I refuse to sacrifice any of these rods to that spillway dam anymore. The only way you can manage that is if you sit there and hold on to it or sit on top of it. Oh, he's back pecking on Betty. Let's see if he's gonna eat it. What time is it here? 3:55. We probably got about 20 more minutes, you guys. Who am I fishing with? I'm by myself, but there's other people showing up. I'm down here on my own. Me and my Beretta. I'm fishing with Beretta. She's a model 92. Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine. Thank you. Fine and dandy. We'll give her about 20 more minutes, you guys, and I'm gonna pack up and head to the house. And um, I'm gonna put an Abu Garcia reel back on there. Right now my J Dog rod has got a Daiwa Mag Force on there, and I rebuilt one of my Abu Garcias last night. Abu Garcias, and I'm gonna swap that Abu Garcia over for that Daiwa. I'm gonna take the Daiwa off and put that on there on the J Dog rod because we want to get the J Dog rod back in action tomorrow. We're gonna have J Dog, Freddie, Lisa, Madison, Medusa, and Betty will be sitting on the bench tomorrow unless we come up with something cool for her to do. It's just really hard to fish with her out of the boat. But we will carry her on the boat just in case. You never know what the situation might call for. Richard may be putting around in that boat, and I may just say, pull over and throw me off on the bank. Let me out of the boat, man. Just put me off over there and I'll get after it. You never know what I'm going to do. Ain't no telling. I know I need to shave. Good Lord. Looking like I've been living on this river, all scruffy. I'll try to get all cleaned up and purty for y'all tomorrow. Look halfway decent anyway. Oh, Betty's going. Oh, yeah. Oh, Etton's on there, folks. Oh, did he pop off? He came off. Dadgummit. Man, that was a good one. That's why I don't like downsizing to 8/0 hooks. Man, he smashed that. That was a good fish. That rod was bent. It was stripping drag. I had to tighten the drag up. We just lost a nice fish, guys. I do not like downsizing these 8/0 hooks. I do not like it, Sam. I am. That just cost us a big fish. That bait is chewed all to pieces, but you know what? I'm gonna rig it back up on there just like that, all nasty and chewed up. And I'm gonna throw it back out there. Man, guys, that was a big fish. That was a big fish. He pulled Betty down. I didn't have to worry about it. I just grabbed it and started reeling. That cotton picking 8/0 hook just couldn't hold on to him. There goes the Muddy River rod. It's starting to go off. That was a good fish. Massive fish. Once again, downsizing hooks has bit me in the butt. Well, keep an eye on that Muddy River rod. We got something working it pretty hard. It's working the Muddy River rod pretty hard. He's still there. Yeah, that was going to be our first big fish of the year. And that cotton picking 8/0 hook popped out of him. I guarantee if I'd had a Triple City Goober Time hook on there, that fish would have hit the bank. I'm gonna I'm gonna go back up to bigger hooks on these tomorrow. I may leave one rod with a 5/0. You watch, that'll be the one that'll hook a big fish, and I'll have him pop the hook on me again and make me sick to my stomach. Take down catfishing, KP. What's up, my brother? 41 people. We just lost a massive fish. That thing had, I don't know if you guys could see it that angle or not, but I don't know if you saw, but Betty, the tip of Betty, it went that way really hard. I mean, he bent it. I just started reeling on him. I could feel him there. I started putting pressure on him. I tightened down the drag. I put a little pressure on him, and that hook said, pop, right out of there. Popped out of his mouth like popcorn out of a bowl. Just didn't have enough meat in there hooked up. Mike, see, I'm seeking like that. Seeking? What are you seeking? What are you seeking for? Are you seeking for something? Are you seeking for answers? We ain't gonna find none here. Triple threat offset hooks. Yep. I'm not sure what brand these 8/0s are that I got. I can't remember. But I do have the Triple City hook is on Lisa. We know that. These other ones, I don't have any Triple City hooks smaller than 9. Either 9 or 10. I can't remember. And we downsized because we were fishing the Channel Cat hole the last couple weeks, and we're just going to have to get back to putting those bigger hooks back on there. I've got to go back to Triple City. I've got to go back to it. I mean, I've got it on one rod right now. But the downsizing has got to stop. I've lost too many big fish by taking my Triple City hooks off. I keep seeing something moving over my shoulder over here. Oh, what the? Oh, it's a cotton picking squirrel on that tree. KY Redneck Outdoors, what's going on? We're gonna stay live as long as we can see, okay? It starts getting too dark to see, we'll get out of here. Man, that squirrel is just messing with me. He keeps flicking his tail on that tree, and I keep seeing it in the corner of my eye, and it's just driving me nuts. We got some fish flopping out there. Come on. We caught one for y'all. Can we get another? Can we get another? We just lost a big old fish, y'all. Man, that thing, granted, now I had the drag pretty loose on Betty because I don't want her getting pulled in. So I'd rather them just strip line off her. But he started bending down the rod. And when I picked it up, the drag was just peeling off there. And I tightened it up just a hair and started pulling. And the rod was bent. And man, it was on. We had that fish. We had him. I had him. And that cotton picking little old 8/0 hook just popped right through because I guarantee it wasn't hooked in nothing but meat. Probably just a whisker, you know. I'm gonna say about half the fish I caught last weekend when me and Richard was out catching them. I caught. We went out last weekend. Friday I went out by myself and I caught 9. I caught 9 channel cats. And then Sunday, me and Richard went out to the same spot and we caught 8. And Richard caught uh, 2 of those and I caught 6. But I'm gonna say 3/4 of the fish that I caught Friday and Saturday were whisker hooked. I mean, there was a couple of them when we dipped them up the net, pulled them up, the hook was in their whisker, literally whisker hook. Then you get that squirrel and make good gravy, bud. I got squirrels in the refrigerator at home right now, and I'm probably gonna make me some. I'm gonna probably boil them squirrels up and make me some dumplings out of them. Avid, I can't be using fresh squirrel for bait. The game warden is a good friend of mine, and if he walks up here and I'm breaking the law, we won't be friends no more. You can't use squirrel for bait, Avid. Oh, Betty's getting hit again. Let's just let him eat. Let him eat. Let him eat. Let him eat. Let's see what he does. He picked it up and pulled it and then dropped it. Boys, wintertime fish, they just, okay. TX Tiger, good to see you. You've probably been in here for a while. I didn't even know it. You can tie some jigs too. Yep. Whatever y'all's talking about, I pretty much probably agree with it. You got me there. Hey, I didn't miss TX Tiger by much. He just got in here. Uh-oh. The fillet is getting hit. You know, remember now we put the bluegill fillet on Lisa right there. Lisa. Well, something just jiggled the rod with the fillet on it, but it is a bluegill fillet, not a shad fillet. I also feel like the shad would do better. I think if that was shad fillet, he'd just swallowed it and run off with it. Took off and go to town. Trying to figure out how much longer we got light here. Channel cat hit Lisa. That's what I'm thinking too, Avid. I'm thinking that's channel cat doing that. It's got a bunch of slack dropped in the line right there right now. I'm gonna go try to tighten it up just a little bit, and maybe I can pressure him into getting a little more aggressive with it. There, take that slack out of there. Just get the slack out of it. I'm hoping that one comes back that banged on Betty and picks it back up. I don't have high expectations. Excuse me. I don't have high expectations to catch another fish tonight. We did get one for y'all, and we don't like skunking, so one will do it every time. We like to catch lots of fish, but we're always happy when we get at least one because we don't like that skunk attached to the end of a fishing trip. And we'll try to get one more for y'all, but y'all tomorrow, I'm telling you, don't forget to hook up with us tomorrow. Watch Stand Day in the morning. Okay. Stand Day's fishing tomorrow. And then immediately follow the Stand Day. Well, 30 minutes after Stand Day, go over to Fishing Freedom channel. I'll be on the boat with him as long as the river stays the way it is right now. It looked good a while ago, but we're planning on putting the boat in the water. We're going to put a hard day on the water for you guys tomorrow. Me and Richard Cluck, Fishing the Freedom, is going to be out there. Pretty sure Jerry Parker's going to be with us tomorrow. I haven't talked to Creole yet. I don't know what his situation is. Yes, is Catfish Viking. All right, I like Viking. Zach Lewis, he's a good guy. I remember when Zach first came on the scene, and he had that 13-foot rod, and he was he started out of the gate wanting to come after me, and I'm like, well, I was on a roll at that time when he was wanting to come after me. I'd be easy pickings right now, probably. But at the time when he's coming after me, it probably wasn't a good idea for him. He need to reschedule that. Oh, let's see. Well, what time is it? It's 4:11 here. We've been live for 2 hours and 8 minutes. We'll give it a little bit longer, you guys. I don't want to sit out here when it's so dark I can't see, but we'll give it a little bit longer. I'm thinking I want to check that bait on that Muddy River rod because it was getting worked pretty hard a while ago. Madison, that Mad Cat's rod right there closest to us, that one, she's not getting a whole lot of action right now. I'm thinking I not need to move her over some. But I threw her right in that brush pile too, though. So I don't know. She may be hung up. She may be down there in the bottom, wrapped around a log or something. Hold on here. Solo, hey, Hollywood. Let's see here. Solo Texan, what's going on? Just got home from work. How's the bite? Well, we're getting plenty of those little peckety peck bites. We've caught one channel cat that was he was 3 pounds and something ounces, or 3 pound, 3 point something pounds. We had a massive takedown on Betty a while ago and hooked up on it and ripped the hook out of his, because we had a 5/0, or not 5/0, I'm sorry, 8/0 hook on there. And when I tightened the drag up to try to put a little bit more something on him, I pulled the hook on him. It was definitely a good catfish, though. He ate a whole cotton picking shad that was uh had the flapper rig made up where you fillet both sides, and he gulped that thing down and chewed it up and put a whooping on me. He did. Well, I got to try to get my light adjusted. When I scoot up, you can see me. When I scoot back, it gets dark. Freaking camera. See, here it went dark again. It's trying to do that adjusting stuff on its own. Uh-oh. There's a little bump on the bluegill fillet right there. They're just not very aggressive right now. Yeah, these fish are not being very aggressive at all. They're really short biting. They're short biting bad. I just wanted to relocate that rod because the last time we threw it out, we threw it to a different location and nothing's touched it at all. It ain't even getting tapped. So I pulled it up and we're going to move it back over a little bit closer to where these other rods are. Don't know what's going to go on there. Cold Creek Catfish Billy, what's going on there, buddy? Good to see you. 46 people watching. We're going to stay till I can't see, I guess. We'll keep fishing till I can't see no more. I'm not running no lights tonight though. We're not staying out late. I've got two fish in the cooler. I've got to get home and get them cleaned and get them ready because we're going to eat them up tonight. I got two big white bass that are they're both of them's a little over 2 pounds each. But I was throwing crappie jigs earlier before I went live, and I threw the first cast, and it sunk down about 5 or 6 feet, and the rod tip bent down, and I started reeling and pulled up. I had 3 crappie jigs rigged up on there, and it was a white bass that was a little over 2 pounds. And I thought, you know what? If I can get another one of them, I'm gonna cook them up tonight. So I threw that in the bucket. I cast out there again, let it sink 5 or 6 feet deep. Rod bent down again. Set the hook on him, started reeling up. Another white bass. Throwed him in the bucket, and I put that jigging rod up with all the crappie jig stuff. I said, that's it. 2 fish is all I need because I can take them home. Because I'm not looking to put fish in the freezer. I want to catch just enough for what I want to cook that night. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking to try to freeze none of them. So we got 2 white bass in the cooler on ice right now that we will fillet up, and I'm gonna have blackened fish tonight for supper. May fix up some macaroni and cheese with it or something. Not gonna be the good macaroni and cheese like Brian B makes. I know he's in here. I just seen you. I see you in there. You ain't hiding from nobody. We'll have some uh, blackened white bass with some macaroni and cheese and some French fries. I don't know. That don't sound right either. I could fix something fancier than that with it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll make something out of them. But yeah, I saw Brian B come in here a while ago. Brian B catfishing, a member of the Danny Stone's channel. And I was the first member to Brian B, and he returned the favor. Avid fisherman, another member. You guys, I got to get the habit of doing that. I keep forgetting about the membership stuff. I got to do something cool for y'all too when I start getting better at fishing. Right now, I suck at it, but we're working on it. I've hit a slump. But if you guys remember, it wasn't that long ago. If you remember back when remember when uh, Chunky catfishing, man, he went 3 months without even catching a fish. I couldn't imagine my slump being that bad. I've still been catching fish. They're just nothing really cool. Don R, new member. Thank you, Don. Appreciate you, brother. Don is a veteran, uh, really great guy. If you guys don't know who Don R is, go check out Don R. Uh, U.S. veteran, man, and the dude is solid gold. I'm telling you, he's cool as they get. One cool cat, man. Velveeta, hold on, no. Hold on, we can start fight here. What did that say? NJ Fishing, Velveeta mac and cheese rules, but not the package. Need the with American slices too. I'm not gonna get in that fight because you're gonna start some crap with Brian B. You start that Velveeta mac and cheese crap up in here. Okay. I ain't saying I don't eat it sometimes. I'm just saying you're looking to start a fight. Brian B hates Velveeta, the Kraft macaroni and cheese and all that stuff. Martin UK, new member. Thank you, Martin. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Fishing and cooking with Mike Chavez. You know what? Mike Chavez has been coming into my chat, and you guys know how bad I suck at reading chat. Oh, crap. Hold on. That's why I suck at reading chat. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I'm sitting there watching chat. I looked up and Elisa was going like that. Bam, 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 bam. That's on the fillet, man. Anyways, back to it. Um, because he's still there. Bluegill fillet. I wonder if we can drag him up the bank. Oh, come here. On the fillet of bluegill. Lord have mercy. Got him right in the eyeball, right at the edge of it. We didn't put his eye out, but we dadgum near did. He ate the bluegill fillet. Yeah, I looked up and Rod was bending like crazy, and I thought, what the crap, man? That's still a good fillet. Look at that. It's that's good eating. Apparently, he liked it. I would say that fish got mud all over him. That's because I drug him up the bank. So there's number two. Open up. These catfish, these channel cats, in cold winter time, they don't want to open their mouth at all. They just don't like it. Don't care for it. But yeah, I looked up. I was sitting there talking about y'all, and I didn't get to finish story about Mike Chavez. Don't forget that. I'll come back in a minute. He ain't gonna be as big as the first one. That 2.82, 2.82. But if I was eating that fish, that's the one you just slapped me in the jaw. It's a pretty little channel cat. And he ate the bluegill fillet. All right, little fella. Gone like the wind. But I was sitting there talking, looked up. Little Miss Lisa, you know she's a magic rod. She's got some magic in her. I looked up and she's going nuts. And I walked over there and it quit. I couldn't see the line very well, but what had happened was it dropped slack all the way back to the bank again. And I noticed the slack, and I went over and picked it up, and I started reeling in. It just kept coming in, kept coming in. When the slack was gone, the fish lit it up. So there's two for y'all tonight. We're going to be going after the much better. Oh, he got him a carp down there. Hold on. He snagged him a good one. Is that an Asian or a buffalo? Well, you got that's a buffalo, ain't it? Nice buffalo. That's good eating right there. He's laying a smackdown on them. Yeah, they're all up in here right now, and these guys are snagging the crap out of them. So he got him a nice buffalo there. What was I talking about earlier? Oh, yeah, Mike Chavez. You know, y'all, I pretty much suck at reading chat and watching it, and I'm not very good at keeping up with it. I apologize to all my members because half the time I don't acknowledge them, and I should. I know that. 55 people in here. And guys, I'm just not good at it. When I'm not watching the rods, I'm not catching fish, and I'm not. It's hard for me to chew bubble gum and walk. But don't think I don't appreciate each and every one of you, even though I don't say everything that I should when I do Whisper Dreams. Hello, hello, hello. Ricky, Ricky, Ricky. And but I was saying earlier, I said Mike Chavez, which is a great guy that I admire very much, and I watch his channel a lot. Deuced. Love Mike Chavez. And there's been so many times that Mike's been coming into my chat lately and watching. And I would get home and I would go back through and try to see who all missed. And every time I miss Mike Chavez. Mike, I apologize for that, but I got you today, big boy. You didn't sneak by me this time, did you? Try it again, see what happens. You'll get by me again. I promise you will. It ain't hard to sneak past Danny Stone, I'm telling you. Right through chat and gone. And I go, hell, who's in here? I ain't seen nobody. And you go back and watch it and go, he got right past me. Never even seen him. He could have run through here naked and I wouldn't have known it. But that's how it is. Give me a Snickers. I can't eat Snickers bars. I have diverticulitis. This means I got holes in my stomach. I can't eat peanuts. I can't eat strawberries. I can't eat any kind that's got little bitty seeds. They said it'll kill me. You imagine being killed by strawberry seed, man? That's one hell of a way to go. Not me. Can't eat sesame seeds on a bun. My wife watching y'all. She wasn't in here. I tell y'all, I eat that crap all the time. I'm kidding, honey. I don't. I really, really don't. Never touch the stuff. Ever. It's poison. Can't mess with it. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Should we? We still got the bluegill fillet out there. We know that. Because we just caught a fish on it. We checked it. It's still good shape. We've reused it. It's fine. It's fine. Trust me, it's fine. Hot Mess Fishing, what's up, my sister? Here comes Hot Mess dragging all them pornographic sites behind her. You come running in here dragging all them porn sites. Get out there, that metal detector, dig a hole and put them in the ground. Yeah, as soon as you chimed in, it said triple X right after you popped up there. They're following you, girl. They're following you. Good Lord. That's why she's a hot mess. If you guys ain't checked out some of her stuff, she's gotten really big time into metal detecting. I used to be really big into metal detecting too. Love it. It's fun. I can't do all that damn walking and bending over and digging. Hurts my knees and my back. I'm like, it's going. If you're counting on me to get it, it's staying in the ground. It ain't happening. That last time I went metal detecting, I had the grandkids with me. I just walk around, beep, 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 beep. And I'm going to hit something, and I go, dig a hole there. Them kids out there with their grandma's good kitchen spoons digging holes all in the yard. Trying to find a penny. You know, she like, could she come in the house and who the hell tore my yard up? Said, hey, quit griping. We found 15 cents. No, hold on here. Let's back this up just a minute. 922. I thought I seen something. Maybe I didn't. It's just my peripheral vision's a little off. Well, I think we need to cut up another one of these flapper rigs and put it on Betty again. We still got some time left. It's not getting dark too fast. It's 4:30. It ain't gonna last much longer. I tell you, 5 o'clock hits, it's gonna be dark. It'll be a hole in our blind hiney out of here. Steve Ransom, what is happening, folks? We catching anything? I've got 2 on the board so far. Lost a monster one while ago. It was a monster to me because he bent the rod down and went crazy with it. And I had too small of a hook on there and turned him loose. Well, we've caught 2 channel cats so far. Let's see. I'll fish for an hour and a half, guys. That's it. 3 days later, I'm not staying out here in the dark. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. We've got a big day tomorrow. We're going to be fishing and catching all kinds of fish for y'all. Lord, please don't let that be a lie. We're going to give it maximum effort tomorrow, though, guys. I promise we are. We're bringing big baits and big rods, and we're going to the big water after big fish. It's going to be a big, 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 big day. I promise you I'll be there, so we'll have a good time. I guarantee it. We're going to have fun. Ronnie Oakley, how are you doing there? You've been up in here. UKU fish. Yep. Captain Morgan. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Here, back up there. What'd he say? You talk too much to read chat. Purple, white. You figured it out, didn't you? I try to talk and keep you guys entertained while I'm watching these rods. And I don't see what you say when you're saying it. I see it later when I look at it again. My wife gets so mad, I'll come home and I'll go back and watch this whole stream again just so I can see what everybody said in chat. And she goes, you got to be pissing them people off. I said, nobody gets mad at the it's like the guy standing on the corner kicking a can. Ain't nobody gonna pick on him. Oh, hold on. Oh, hello, honey. What are you doing? Come on, join the party. Let's go to the party. What are you doing there? Come on up out of that hole there. Come on up out. Oh, he caught me off guard. See what happens when you don't look? Oh, come on, son. What are you there? Oh, y'all, I don't think we're gonna try to drag this up the bank. We're gonna go down there after him. All righty then. Well, all righty then. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what we got. What do you say? He's a little bit more of a beefy feller. Come on, fatty, go, Matty. Golly. Well, that got him right there in the top lip underneath that tooth pad. His little shiny honey wasn't going nowhere. Come on, son. Let go of it. Say hello to the folks. They all love you. You're their favorite person on this screen. I know. It hurt like hell, didn't it? Come on. Let me get in there. You little cotton picker, you. That's going to be the biggest one of the day right there. Uh, what's it gonna weigh today? What's it gonna weigh? Lock it in, son. Ah, that's a respectable number. It's 5.52, 5.5 deuce. Little fart. Now that's that rod I had thrown in that brush pile. And if you remember, just a little bit ago, I reeled it up and I said, you know what, we're gonna move that. We're gonna move that rod back over this way just a little bit. And we were sitting here chit-chatting and y'all all up in here distracting me and stuff. And along comes John, big talking John. But we're gonna turn him loose. Ah, let go. They won't let you put the fish grips in their mouth, and once you do, they don't want to let them go. Ah, I like that one. Now you want that gum? It's about time Madison caught her a fish. Old Madison's finally stepped up. Oh, them catfish, they spin around in circles. It's just they tie this. I use a three-way rig, and they just wrap this thing up like nobody's business. It's just ridiculous. And then I had to figure out how in the world they got it twisted. Now that's not. Oh, that hook's sharp. Biscuits and gravy. That hurt like Dickens. Which way are you going now? That way? Good Lord, what a mess. I wonder if I just twisted this, if that would work. It helped. Be patient. Be patient. I've almost got this untangled. There. Yeah. See, did that hurt you to wait? No, it didn't. You'd be all right. Good Lord. Worse than my grandkids up in here. Molly, she'd shut up, get that hook untangled, get that rod back out there. He ain't got much time left, and he's only caught 3 fish. And he's still running his mouth and not baiting the hook. Well, I'll do it for you now. Just calm down. Let's go, Will. Uh, let's throw a body section of shad on there. What do you say? We'll put a little body section piece on there. See how that does. Hook it up, Danny. Get it on there. How's that look? That look all right? Y'all good with that? All right. Let's get it out there. Put the twist on it. Take the ball. Take the ball. There you go. I like it. Yeah, every time I look away, I looked up and that rod was going boing. I think it sprained something. It was pulling down so hard. And I said, there he is. Has not seen fishing cooking with Mike Chavez. Check. Absolutely. Hey, somebody drop Mike Chavez's link in there. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you like to eat and you want to watch somebody else cook it, that man cooks up some stuff, man. I'm talking about some good eating stuff. Mike Chavez, drop his link in there for somebody, please. Because the only thing I love better than fishing is eating. You know what? I think we're going to time. Let's put one more fresh bait on Betty. Because we threw that bait up back out there that was chewed up. We got time to slip one more fresh bait on her and get her out there. Boy, it's a good thing we decided to do that because I want you to look at here. You see that? That's not good. Betty's been sitting there naked in the water for God knows how long. Naked. Let's take this little guy right here and make a flapper rig out of him. Throw him on there. She's been sitting there with no bait, man. That's just wrong. Now, I'm not, I'll flay a bluegill on my leg, but I'm not flaying a shad on my leg. It's just too nasty. So, I'll be down here messing with this fish. Y'all don't go nowhere. No, it ain't freaking weird. I'll be right back. Just hold still. I want to stick this in you. Let me get it in you. All right, there you go. All right. Now I'm just going to wiggle it back and forth. Don't worry. I'll be done in a second. All right, let me stick it in one more time. All right, I finished up with him. We sliced him up pretty good. Look at there. Nice little flapper rig. We're going to put the whole thing on there. Look at the look on his face. He's like, oh my God. I've been violated. What have you done to me? Man, that is one cut up, chopped up, crazy looking bait there. Let me get that opened up for you there. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. If you was catfish, you'd eat it. God, them things stink. All right. Lordy, lordy, lordies. Let's get her out there. We ain't gonna catch nothing sitting here looking at her. And there we go. That's better. Don't y'all feel better? I know I do. So we can get Betty up there and get the girls all lined up. Mike Turner. What's going on, Mike? Well, that gun, man, we caught one and we said we was happy to have that. And we said that was the best we are going to do for y'all. Daggone, we ain't caught two more since then. When the sun goes down over the water, fishy start a biting when the sun goes down. Just, my butt goes to the house. I would fire up the generator and run the lights here for a little while, but man, there's people over sitting in their car. They're waiting. They want this spot. And the thing is that some of them, they're fishing for food. I mean, they may actually need them fish to eat. I don't know. I know it's making them sick watching me throw them back. Every time I throw a fish back, I look over, there's one of the guys over just shaking his head, looking at his feet, shaking his head. I'm like, yep, I turned him loose. Sorry about your luck. The guy come up there today and said, man, can I have all them fish you catch? And I said, sure can. They're right out there. Get all of them you want. You can have every one of them. All you got to do is get a line out there. And good for you, too. Art OTFC, One Ton Fishing Club. Artress. Beatrice Arthur. Art. We got three and lost a big one. I mean, a big one, boys. I mean, he wasn't. I figured that fish is probably He's somewhere between 15 and 20, maybe. I mean, he wasn't no monster, but it's pretty good for this little old hole. We got two 25-pounders and a 30-pounder out of this hole last year. One of them I caught on Pontoon Jody's channel. Lance, my coup guy, what's going on? I was fishing Jody's uh, her little fishing show, what she does whenever the Flathead Challenge. And man, I had that sucker one too. And then her and the cotton picking cause was on Pontoon Jody's boat. And they started whooping the snot out of me. And then here comes along Catfish Curtis, stuck his nose all up in there in my business and put me in third place. That wasn't bad enough. I had Cause and Jody whooping on me. Then Curtis comes popping up in there and put me in third. And I was in first till they showed up. Some people, I tell you what, just can't let nobody have nothing. Won't come up in here and take it away from you. But they'll do it to you. Them's my friends. That's what they do. Danny ain't winning crap. We'll snatch it right away from him. Not today, buddy. You ain't getting nothing. Lord, I got people pulling up in here on me, you guys. We're going to be leaving here shortly. I don't like fishing in a crowd of people that I don't know. I don't know these people. So we'll definitely be shutting it down here shortly. I'm getting too many people pulling up on the parking lot, and they're all standing there holding their rods looking down here. It's fixing to get crowded like a trout bank on an opening season day. We're going to let these baits soak as long as we can, though. No doubt, Whisker Dreams, Ricky, I'm telling you. You know what, though? You know I'm joking. You know I'm joking. That's all Danny Stone. If I ever said anything to hurt your feelings, I wasn't trying to. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like you're making a promise, like you're setting a date. The heaven's going, I ain't whooped you yet. How's 12 o'clock next week sound for you? I'll meet you next Sunday about 12 o'clock noon. Would that be all right? He's going to set up a time and date to whoop my ass. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. It's getting late in the day and I'm low on sugar. And start getting even stupider. No, they got a lot of folks piling up here. They're looking to get down in this spot. And I'm not going to fish here tonight, so I'll be giving it up to them here shortly. I'll let them have it. But, you know, to me, I'm going to tell you what fishing is to me. I love catching fish and I love catching big fish. But man, there's something about being out here in the fresh air and stuff. It just makes my mind just it sets it free. It sets it free. And there's no feeling like it in the world. I love it to death. I mean, how many times you seen me out there? If you go back and look at past videos where I fished in the wintertime when it's that gun cold out there, I'd almost be getting frostbite and it'd be dead of night and freezing to death in what would normally be just an absolute miserable situation to be in, and I'd be having the time of my life because I'm fishing and I got all my friends hanging out watching me do it. Catfish Carter, say his name and the devil will show up. I have been talking about you already, my boy. I ain't seen Catfish Curtis in my chat in forever. I sit there and start talking smack about him and he shows up. Can you believe that crap? I was telling about that time that I had Jody's Flathead Challenge 1 and you come dragging your sorry butt up in there and took it away from me. Oh, what a turd. Uh-oh. That flapper rig we made on that, that shad that we just cut up and violated just a few minutes ago? Something is playing with it. Now, if I jump up, take off running, don't worry about it. I'm just heading over there. Uh-oh. Oh, right here, too. No, little channel cat. All right, y'all. We're gonna try to flip this one up on the bank. There we go. Oh, Black Betty, bam, lamb. He wasn't going nowhere. Look at there, right through the head, right behind the eyeball. You going across my line? Yeah, hang on. Let me. I think he got me. I'll be right back, y'all. He's hung up on me. There you go. That's all right. I'll throw it out there again. All right, I got him. I got him untangled. What is that? 4? I lost count. I think that's number 4. That's why he got caught up on me. Y'all see that right there? He got that big old carp on the snagging hook. It ran across my line and grabbed a hold of it. But that's all right. We work together around here and do what we can. All right. This here ain't going to be real big. Look at there. Come on there. 3 pounds even. Dead nuts. 3 pounds even. Dead nuts. That's on Black Betty, by golly. Black Betty finally hooked up on something. All right. Pretty little feller. Y'all see him one more time there. Nice little pretty little channel kit. And he ate that whole daggum flapper rig that I just made and swallowed it and just all that for a little 3-pound channel cat. That perfectly good bait, just gone. Let's see what we got left. We've got 2 of these left. I don't think I'm going to do a flapper rig. I'm going to cut this big head section off right here and use like the head and probably about that much of the body. And we're going to throw it out there. Oh, I got to reel up this one rod and fix it where we got drug in a little bit. Yeah, he snagged up on me and pulled me in. I got to get it re-throwed. We'll get it back out there. All right, now let's make this bait up and get it out there for Betty. If I can get my pocket knife out. How much battery have I got left? 16%. I don't know how fast that 16% is going to go away. 15%. I better put a. We're going to fish for a little bit longer, so I'm going to go ahead and put a battery pack on it. But we're going to put that section right there out there. And y'all let me grab a battery real quick. Like I said, we're not going to stay much longer. I swear we're not. But I'm down to 15%, and I don't want the live to end because the battery died. I want it to end because I said so. Give me a second. I'm going to run and grab a battery out of the truck. Be right back. Hey, watch these rods for me. There we go. Little Mountain Dew. Battery pack. See if we can't get y'all in better conditions here. Yeah, y'all's down to 14%. There we go. Put a little juice on you. Yeah, a feller met me up there by the truck. I ain't seen him since last year. He didn't want to know how long I was going to be here because he's wanting to fish this spot. And I said, "Hey, give me about 15 more minutes or so. I'll move out there and let you have it." So he's getting his rods and stuff up and stacking them up there by the truck and getting ready to move down here. So I told him, as soon as I leave out, you can have it. Congrats on the nomination. Thank you, Mike. Man, that means a lot to me because, as a bank angler, don't get big fat head on me now, but as a bank angler, Mike, I've always looked up to you. I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. You've been a big inspiration to me, without a doubt. One of the finest bank anglers that ever come across the catfish community. And brother, I got nothing but love and respect for you. And I mean that, no joking, 100% from my heart. And so when you tell me congratulations on the nomination, it has extra special meaning to it. It means so much to me like you wouldn't believe. And I thank you. I thank you very much. Kind of like Elvis, thank you very much. But Mike, that's how I feel about you. There it is. I put it out there. I don't want to get married or nothing, but yeah. But no, you're a big inspiration to all bank anglers everywhere, brother. And we all do appreciate you. Everybody loves watching you. You do a great job at it. If you're not the number one, by George, you're in the top 5. I'm probably creeping up on 11 or 12 right now. Yeah, I said it. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Drop Big Mike's link in there. Thank you, Dale. Man, my mods, they know how to do it right. Good job, brother. Good job. Us bank anglers are a special breed. There ain't no doubt about it. Because here's the thing. Um, I love the boat fishermen. And you know what? I ain't gonna sit here and say if I didn't have a big fancy boat that I wouldn't be out there right in the middle of it with you. But the truth of the matter is, man, my heart will always belong to the bank. Always will. Okay. Because there's getting to be fewer and fewer of us. And we got to step up and represent. I mean, you got people like Big Mike, uh, Jerry Parker. You got me. You got NJ, Fishing Maniac, huge bank angler right there. If you guys ain't never watched NJ fishing, you're missing out. You got to check him out. You hooked up on nothing? There you go. Hold on, let y'all watch him. He's snagging his carp. How did he get off? Dadgummit. He's hitting the crap out of them. He's smoking them carp, buddy. He's been stacking them up on the bank. But yeah, the bank anglers are getting fewer and farther between. But I know me and I know my boys, and we ain't gonna never let y'all down. We're always gonna be here for you. Pontoon Jody. Hey, Jody, did you almost fish the bank the other night? I'd love to sit up a couple lawn chairs, just sit on the bank and just sit and relax and fish on the bank with Jody one time, just to watch her go batshit crazy. Lord, I apologize. I'm sorry, y'all. It slips out sometimes. I don't talk like that all the time. Don't y'all get the wrong impression. Just every now and then it kind of fits the joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot funnier when you throw a little something extra on it. Now, I don't want to offend none of my constituents. Yeah, all four of them. Oh, good Lord, Danny. I can't believe you said that the other night. Well, I apologized for it, didn't I? And I will. I'll be good. I'm not going to. I don't never. You don't never catch me dropping no F bombs or nothing like that. I might squirt out a little poop every now and then. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dude, I think that one rod right there, while I was gone, the line is sticking straight down. I might need to go tighten that up. What do y'all think? QC Brian, hello, brother. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Folks can never reel me in. Me too, Lordies. Let me tighten that line up. It's dragging. Boy, I know it looks awful bright on this camera here, but boy, I'll tell y'all something. It's getting freaking dark. I'm fixing to pack this crap up. Jody, fish off the dock. Yeah, I reckon. Lord, I can't wait for CatCon. Jet skis, do jet ski, dude. That is something that I have wanted to do. Um, that's on my bucket list. I want to get a not one of them little big jet skis. I'm talking about the great big long Sea-Doos, the giant monster ones, and how these guys fish off the kayak and stuff like that. I would love to do a bunch of shows fishing off of a Sea-Doo jet ski type deal. You know what I'm saying? Out on the Mississippi River. You imagine that? Wouldn't that be fun? Water pump out and blown seals. Here's the thing, Jody. If you get them parts, that's an easy fix. Just tell James to get his butt up, get out there and do it. Water pump seals are easy to replace. They're not hard at all. And the water pump itself is not hard to replace. Easy to do. Mike Greenwell, my brother. Bumping Mike Greenwell. Maybe something. Well, I'm telling you, it has crossed my mind. I've talked to my wife about it. I told her, said, you know, I'd love to try to get a Sea-Doo and start fishing the Mississippi River off a Sea-Doo. As best of my knowledge, I know there's other people that fish off of jet skis and stuff, but the best of my knowledge, there's none of us in this little community that I've seen do it yet. And if they have, I apologize for missing your show. But yeah, I'd definitely love to do that. I got some nice sea gates set up for. Hold on here, you run off on me. Set up for fishing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I would like to have one and have it rigged up where like a box on the back for your tackle bag and your bait bucket. Have rod holders rigged up on it. I'm assuming you'd probably have to figure out some way to anchor the cotton picking thing. But how hard would it be to anchor a Sea-Doo? And dadgum, the drift socket probably have to be what, 6 inches? You throw a little bit. Well, I could probably use one of my socks. I just take my boot off, and take my sock, and tie a string to it, and throw it out there, and use that for a drift sock. That'd be a true drift sock. We've been live for 3 hours and 6 minutes, you guys. We still got 48 people in here. It is now 10 after 5 my time. Let's give it 10 more minutes. I swear, 10 more minutes, and that's it. Because the light is fading. I'm going to have to get my flashlight out of the truck to carry this stuff back to the truck now. It is what it is. We'll give it 10 more minutes, and then we're out of here. So 5:10 right now. At 5:20, we will call it. I'll tell you guys bye and all that good stuff. Let's see if we can catch one more in 10 minutes. Oh, I missed him. He was chomping on the fillet. We actually had her one more fish right there, but I choked. It was pulling down and holding, so I thought, well, just pick it up and go for it. But I felt him for a second, and again, he had to hold that big bluegill fillet, didn't have the hook. I got impatient trying to catch that last fish. Well, we got 4 nice channel cats for y'all out of the channel cat hole. I mean, that's primarily what we get here. And when you're targeting certain species of fish, you've got to accept the fact that they're not going to be giant monsters. There are some blue cats in here. They'll start moving up in here, especially with this water coming up. We'll start getting to the point where we can get on some of them. We'll start getting on them. It's coming. I guarantee it. Probably the biggest blue cat I ever hooked in my life was last, I think it was around February. It was right on the other side of this tree right here, right on the other side of this tree, that tree. And I put on I'd caught a cotton picking drum, a little bitty drum. He's probably about 5 inches long. And I did a flapper rig on him and threw him out. I've never caught anything on drum before in my life. And that rod bent down. It was Black Betty. And she was peeling drag. There's actually a video. I can't remember what the title of it is. You can go see me lose that fish. But yeah, again, and I had a small hook on there. I think it was like a 5-aught or something. And again, that bit me in the butt. That little bitty hook cost me that fish. You know, I try not to tell you guys stories that you can't go. I mean, if I tell you there's a 95% chance you can go on my channel and see it actually happen. Okay. I try to tell y'all about stuff that I know that I've got footage of it. I just never been one to tell you stories about stuff that I can't prove. Because I've had some really stupid stuff happen that I can't prove, but I'm not telling. If I got it on film, you're going to hear about it. Be like, because I'll be like, don't believe me? Go look back on it. All the time. Let's see what we got here now. It's 5. We got about 6 more minutes, y'all. You heard me say it. 6 more minutes. We was desperately trying to catch one more fish for y'all, but Daddy choked. I mean, we had that fish was in the bag. All I had to do was just calm down, like epic catfish. He gets on to me. Son, you need to just calm down. Epic watched me probably just shake his head. That boy, just slow down, man. Stop jumping the gun. You're pulling the trigger too fast. Because we would have had that fish for sure, but I screwed the pooch. I didn't want him no way. All I was going to do is throw him back. It ain't like we're fishing to eat here. You know, like, oh, if I lose one, we're all going to die. It's not going to happen. Woo, man, I am so excited about going fishing tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep tonight. I mean, I cannot believe my Mississippi River is back up. It's looking good, y'all. Uh, I don't know if the fish are going to be anywhere near to their normal patterns. I don't know. I don't know. But I got a good feeling about it. I really do. I'm hoping we're going to get into something serious tomorrow. We're going to get into some good action. And we may not do nothing. We may just bomb. But I'm right now, I'm betting on it's going to be a good day, Tater. Uh-oh. There goes the bluegill fillet again. That one. Not this time, Skippy. I got him. I just flipped that fish up in here, and he went in the net. On the bluegill fillet. That's going to be the last one of the night, you guys, right there. That's number 5 for y'all. I know you can't complain about that, can you? I said I want to get one more for you, and we managed to pull it off. Let's get a weight on him real quick. All right, I got you. He's hollering. He wants that fish. He wants that fish. So I'm going to hook him up. This one ain't go back. He wants some fish for supper tonight. So last fish day, we'll give it that gentleman up there so he can have some fish for supper. So. And I like that number. I don't know if you can see it or not. 444. Hey, that's 2 stands times 2. Look. 444. So last fish of the night, we're going to double up on a 2 stand number and go 444. How you like that? All right. All right, you coming after him? Where's he at down there? All right. I'll bring him to you. All right, guys, that's the last fish we're going to catch tonight. It's getting really, really dark here. Easy there, he's running off with my fish grips. Don't be doing that. Put him in that net. Hold his butt up. That one's going to feed somebody. I hope y'all don't mind. Because we turned 4 loose, we're going to keep one and give it to a feller. But I had a great time with you guys tonight. I love it, each and every one of you. Man, I appreciate how much you guys, let me adjust that camera just a little bit. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It means the world to me. It really does. You know Dan Stone's always going to have a good time with when I got you with me. I couldn't imagine doing this without you guys. If I was sitting out here without you, I'd be miserable, but I'd still do it. It's just so much better knowing you're here. You're my brothers. You're my sisters. You're my catfish family. And I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow, 11:30 Central Time, 12:30 Eastern. We're going to be live on Fishing Freedom's channel, and we're going to be on the main Mississippi River on the boat doing it for you right. On that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. God bless you. I love you. Danny Stone out. Bye, y'all. There we go.